All right, so it's happening. It's finally fucking happening. I'm making an actual video of a game that I am playing, and that's absolutely wild. And hopefully, it's not the noise isn't overpowering. I'm gonna boost my volume just a smidge here, get the levels looking nice, but it should be okay. Um, yeah. So this is Spectromancer, Gathering of Power. Richard Garfield joint with Russian person. I'm sure I'll have it here. Hang on a second. Alexei Stankovich. Really? Stankovich? Creator of Astral Tournament and Astral Masters. Richard Garfield, of course, is the creator of Magic the Gathering and has played a role in a ton of other games since then. Card games, board games, some video games as well. So, the shtick to this game is that you have a random deck each battle, and that's like the main shtick. You have four elements: earth, fire, water, air, and an element based on your class. And each mana type goes up by one each turn, and you have a list of creatures and spells that you can cast. You see what's coming in your columns, as you'll see here in a bit. And there's multiplayer. There's a nice campaign. You can do single duels. I have not tried the draft tournaments or League of Heroes yet. I've done the campaign and some single duels. So we'll start our new campaign. I have a Mad Hermit going, and it's pretty nice. So I'll be Ben, and we'll roll hard difficulty. And you have all these different types. Unfortunately, I wish it had more, more of a description of what the class is going to give you, but essentially just gives you your different slot of cards. I'll go Goblin Chieftain. And then there is I've never played with anything other than Mad Hermit. So this I've encountered some of the other cards, but I've not used them myself. So this will be interesting. And yeah, you can choose your person here. There's just a ton of options. So we'll find a Goblin Chieftain that is befitting. That's pretty goblin-y, but we can probably do a little better here. Okay, got some good stuff. It is quite a saucy list. There it is. There's our Goblin Chieftain. That's when I think Goblin Chieftain, image in my head. They got it. For 1,000 years, peace and order reigned across Revnia, the War of Darkness concluded with an alliance of mages narrowly defeating the demigod Dorlock, would-be master of the universe. He had harnessed the immense power of the astral spectrum by creating the Great Prism. With this artifact, he could split and recombine the aspects of astral energy to devastating effect. I'm done reading, so we're gonna kick his ass, is the shtick. So, yeah, this is what our setup looks like. So you can see our first row here. You know, we have one cost up on our upper right. We have one cost just for the type of mana that they take. Obviously, their columns are self-explanatory. And then it's pretty close to magic in many ways. You have your power, your toughness. You'll see we have slots for creatures. Spells do not take slots. And creatures they do not deal damage when they're defending, is how I will put it. So our creature, if something bumps against it for 2 damage, we will not deal 3 damage in return. So that's something to keep note of. I've not dealt with any of these goblin cards, so I'm going to take a peek here. Goblin Hero's attack is increased by 2 for each neighboring creature. Each time the opponent summons a creature in the opposing slot, he moves to a random empty slot. So that's interesting. Deals 5 damage. I mean, like, and so this guy, you know, increases our air power, the growth of our air power by 1. So we'll get 2 air things per turn. And of course, at the bottom here, as you can imagine, our beefy spells. I think let's lead with this guy, since we'll get some creatures on either side of him there. Beginning of its owner's turn, Insanian Berserker deals 1 to 6 damage to the opponent. Okay. I also do have an iced coffee with some Baileys, so you know I'm hitting it. Increases our owner's firepower by 2. I think let's... I mean, another goblin is pretty tempting. What is our... So we also have victory conditions. I assume since we're very early on, the victory conditions are just get your opponent to 0, so... I think the fastest way to do that is probably just going to be getting our firepower and this guy, Bargle, 4 damage to each creature, but then he, oh, I see. I made a mistake. So, this thing is good, though. It's a wall, which works the same as in Magic. It can't attack. And at the beginning of its owner's turn, it deals 4 damage to the opponent. So that's pretty nice. So we'll put it there, give this guy some plus. And you can upgrade. So after this battle, we'll probably get an upgrade of some sort. And you can give these creatures and spells different abilities. So in my previous campaign, Bargle had his attack going up by 1 each turn, which is why I was like, okay, this is very good. Let's do that. So, yeah. Each of the opponent's creatures then deals 12 damage to a caster's creature. I don't want to do that quite yet, so let's do up another goblin here. Another gobby boy. Increases damage of spells by 1. That's no problem. Like, these early matches, pretty easy to navigate. Especially because we have double the life of our opponent. It's getting a little spicy. It's getting a little spicy, admittedly. I mean, I think we just roll one of these again. Fortunately, we were able to pop 2 back to back, and then we can take care of this guy. Nice. So we get Fame. And I don't actually know what the fail condition is if you run out of Fame. Because I lost a ton of matches in my other campaign, and nothing really happened. So this person tells me a bunch of stuff. I get part of a great prism. As far as I know, this does nothing. It's just like your little trinket that you get. And here we can see you can choose your opponent. So we have Lorena, an illusionist. And this is part of the nice thing. They all have their different conditions. It starts the duel with a Priest of Fire. This guy starts with a Master Healer. And he starts with an increased amount of powers. And this person starts with Goblin Berserkers. And I have to win or survive during 8 turns. That sounds pretty easy. So I'm going to go with that. I do want to see what awards are. Okay. Do we have, like... Nothing showing what my fame is. I assume fame then is just how to play. I just haven't glory points. Okay. Online leagues. It's a game from 2008 and it's not entirely mapped out as well as it could be, I guess is how I'll say it. So you can see our card selection is already quite different. Well, some familiar faces, but we have a different goblin here. Move a target creature to a random empty slot. If that creature is owned by this spell's caster, heal 5 life to that creature. That's pretty good. Pretty solid stuff. I want to increase our air power, so let's start with that. Great spell. Great spell. I want it so badly. It gives you earth or fire, air, and earth up. So good. So solid. This guy has haste, which I think is just a good prospect for us. And as you can see, our life reset. We do not We do not have to do all of this in one shot, as it were. Portal Jumper. At the end of its owner's turn, he stuns the creature in the opposing slot, preventing it from attacking for 1 turn, then moves to a random slot. That sounds very good, so let's pop on that. Little unfortunate, but I will get my Lightning Cloud, which is what I was building towards. So his attack hits the opponent and all creatures, kind of like a sweep. But dealing 14 damage is also not, well, no, we'll just stick to this. Because we just have to survive as our victory condition, or win, so no biggie. That sound is kind of annoying, but it has grown on me as I've been playing, admittedly. So this guy is great. We get 2 spiders when we summon him. It's pretty nice. And as you can see, Lightning Cloud does such an incredible amount of work, which is all now going to waste, but I mean, I don't know what turn it is, but we're definitely... Oh, I should survive 3 turns to win in our little thing down here, which I've never read in my life before. I mean, I'll just, like, follow the same general pattern, I guess. Deals damage equal to the opponent equal to its owner's illusion power. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. Getting into some kind of scary stuff, I suppose. This is still our best defense. Like, we just have to survive again, so... Pretty easy thing here. I was getting my ass kicked on hard at the later stage of the campaign, though I had started on easy, so... Yeah, there we go. Nice, easy little... So here's where we can upgrade. So we can make our Goblin Berserker deal 1 less damage to neighboring creatures. Pretty solid. Or, this guy gets another 2 life. I guess... Probably the Goblin Berserker. I don't like using him, but I feel like we're going to have to use him at some point. This guy starts the duel with an increased amount of water power and with decreased amounts of other powers. Yeah. I mean, it should be fine. So what do we got? What do we got? Each time this guy deals damage to the opponent loses the cheapest card of a random power type. Yeah, that seems like a good thing to lead with. Sounds solid. That's really rough. Okay. Trying to like do some, I guess this guy, because we need to get rid of this. I don't want to decrease the growth of my powers by 1. I'm getting no powers. Yeah. And our victory is just to win, correct? Yeah, victory condition, defeat opponent. Fair enough. Yeah, let's just wipe this guy out this turn. Because then we can get our stuff back next turn, and we're pretty much... I'll be at a little bit of a disadvantage for a while, but we're pretty much equal. Also, Ice Golem is great. No damage from spells or abilities. Very helpful for preventing wipes. The Elven Healers are pretty annoying. That's also a little rough. But at least we're getting our powers again. Powers by 2. Good lord. This is gonna be saucier than I thought it would be. Tell you what, let's move this guy. get some healing in. I probably should have moved one. I'll move this guy next turn, I guess. And hopefully it goes to the empty slot that we want. I'll move this guy. Yes, perfect. So we'll take some cards away from Bud, from Vseslav. Clearly Russian made. Clearly. Oh, all those healers! So many healers. Flame Wave. Do some work for us. Thank you. And I believe I can see... Show enemy cards. Yeah, so I can see what they're dealing with over time. And as you get deeper into the campaign, these do fill up. Because, like, there's no, you know, they're not drawing anything, so it's just information that you would be able to keep track of. That deals damage to opponent. This just keeps track. I think just, yeah, pop one of those and we'll almost have him. It is too little too late, my friend. Good stuff. Made me think a little. That's nice. +3 attack is very good. When Wall of Fire is summoned, deals 5 damage. That's base. Deals 2 damage to opponent each turn. I really like that effect. And that's a 0 cost thing that you get pretty frequently, so I'm going to go with that. Victory condition. Defeat your opponent or summon Mind Master. We can upgrade our Ice Golem or Wall of Lightning. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's go. So we're just trying to summon this guy. So we don't... I love this spell, but we don't really want to use it, honestly. I'm thinking... Let's leave... Goblin... I guess Goblin will be our, like, our kind of backup spells for now. Goblin's feeling a little lackluster so far, I gotta admit. And then we can, like, dip, like, water will be our, we're waiting on that, obviously. And then, like, air and earth can kind of be our spell slot stuff, I suppose. Oh, is this guy not... Oh, reduced to 1. Oh, and he doesn't take damage from spells or abilities. Okay. A little spicy. Puts 2 other Goblin Raiders into empty slots. So that's very good, but we'll probably wait till next turn when something dies. I think just one thing is gonna die next turn. So maybe let's go... Well, interesting. I don't think we really need to heal. We'll get our Goblin Raider. We'll get 2 of them right away. That's fine. Oh no, because we killed that. I thought it would kill us. And that is like, I'm fine allowing that thing to die. Like, that's kind of its job, so... See, this is where it gets a little tricky. Don't really know what the best play is, because both of these things are going to die. No, wait, does Goblin Raider into random empty slots? Okay, so if we can get another Goblin Raider, that's great. Good stuff. But Hydra is very good. Damages all creatures at once. It heals itself for 4 every turn. That's great. And then next turn we'll get our Mind Master and everything is hunky-dory. Doesn't matter. Doesn't faze me. I did it. Alright, so heals 2 life each time owner casts any spell. Or upgrade this to 32 life. I think I'm gonna do the +4 life. Lightning Wall is very, like, just doing that guaranteed damage to your opponent is so good. So this guy skips his first 3 turns. And we get an upgrade to Nature's Ritual or Lightning Bolt. I think that's better than either of these. Possibly. I forgot, excuse me, I forgot Goblin Berserker wasn't actually a goblin card. We'll try to get to Lightning Cloud again, so let's start with this guy. Get our air up a little. Oh, right, he skips his turns. Alright, what do you do with that? So now, okay, now he'll go. Is he just gonna pop me, like, deal 25 to everything and just wipe so it doesn't matter at all? God damn it. Fantastic. The plan worked. Ugh. So at least we'll only have to deal with that thing, like, for a few turns. A couple turns. I really want to keep this dude alive. Like, it's good prospects. Oh my god. This is going to be spicy. I don't have too much AoE yet. Okay, so, oh, any creature. I was thinking just ours. Okay, well, I can just summon him again, I suppose, but need something a little more. Oh, it's so brutal. These guys are the drag, like, they're huge. She has such beefy buds. Oh, it's rough. It's rough. Not great. We are in a precarious position. That's brutal. Healing 2 life is better than healing no life, I guess. Though we're so, like, he could easily just... Yeah, there it is. Oof. So now we get minus 100 fame. And I assume this is just like you're just going for most points. So we'll just butt our heads right back against it. Alright, so what's our plan going to be here? What do we want to ramp up to? I guess the air elemental? Maybe a goblin. Essentially, you just don't want to have, like, anything useless. And, like, I know one of the things I need to get better at is, like, just skipping turns. Like, skipping turns to get a more powerful thing later. I mean, we're making him burn stuff, but, like, damn. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, we're dealing a lot of damage. Or we've dealt a lot of damage, even. So I think... we can do that. Like, that's 7. It's doing a pretty spicy amount. Then... where do I want to go from here? Probably just to this thing. Get some extra damage in. We'll be dealing 2 per turn to him, and this guy gets a little buff. Rough, but still kind of fine. It's very good. Each time he summons a creature, each time the opponent summons a creature, oh, so everything I summon gets 2 damage dealt to, or 4 damage dealt to it. That thing's gonna die right away, but I can just summon another one next turn and kill this thing at least. I'm presuming he doesn't heal. Goblin Raider is a very good card. So we want to heal this guy. I wish I could heal him more than once. I wish you could, but like 1 spell a turn, which I guess I have not mentioned up until now, but should have been obvious. It makes it interesting, you know? You can't just whiff through all of your shit and win immediately. Yeah, we win. Easy. And see, like, we got 500 fame for beating this on the 2nd time, so I think it's literally just going for your high score. You know, you're trying to beat yourself as much as you're trying to beat the game. But, like, that's where the single duel could also be nice, you know? Just, 1 chance at glory sort of deal. 2 damage to creatures as an additional effect. Heals 1 more life. The 2 damage to opponent's creatures is not that crazy, I think. So we'll just heal more life. I start with a Master Healer. I start with a Priest of Fire. Yeah, see, this easy stuff is giving, like, this early stuff is giving us an advantage. But, again, having gotten to the end of the campaign last time, it's necessary. So I'm just gonna go like all in on stuff that damages the opponent, I guess. Like, this seems like a good strategy. So chipping away at everything. That's a little rough. But I mean, we still like it. This is the only loss. Like, this is a pretty, I think, cut and dry victory. I don't know where it would go south. That's a great turn, honestly. Like, when that's where you're at is just, oh, my best move is to do only this thing. And it's a very good thing. Turns out gaining 3 of a mana is, or 3 different mana is very good. I think I can win. Yeah. Reduces cost of owner's water cards by 1. Upgrades its attack by 1. Reduce by 1. Sure. I think I was underutilizing that guy. Reduces attacks by 5, so if they deal 4, you just take nothing. I definitely wasn't using him enough. Let's see. Who do I want to lead with? I mean, once again, air seems like a good thing. Yeah, we're gaining an extra fire each turn, we're gaining an extra air each turn. And now he has the earth, like, this is checking out, so. And I think, yeah, we'll just dive right in. Heals itself for 4 each turn. Pretty good. Wrath of God. 12 damage to each opponent's creatures. Increases their holy power by 1 for each of the creatures that did not die. So we get, okay, he gets +2. A little spicy, but, like, it's fine. Especially because, I almost win? No, I do win. Haha. I had the plan in my head the entire time. So now this guy gets 7 attack, but then it goes up by 1 each turn. Very good. Victory condition, defeat opponent. I start with a Jade Statue. When it's destroyed, it deals 25 damage to each creature. And it has... It's 320? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, let's just beef. Let's just beef the entire time. That's rough. I mean, it's a little rough. I'm hoping we can just... it's also not fantastic. We're fine. It's fine. Ugh. That thing might actually detonate. Okay, it's not quite there. But it's getting awfully close to detonation. Yeah, another beefy boy seems like a good plan. I might heal him next turn. I don't really have a great heal spell, I suppose. That's unfortunate. I don't have any targeted removal. And I don't really have great heal. I have heal for myself. I do not have heal for my creatures, unfortunately. But we might be able to get there. So this thing is like almost ready to detonate. It's not quite though. We'll be fine. Presumably. Yeah, because we can just chain lightning. Unless he heals more. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's too late, my friend. That's all she wrote. Alright. Flame Wave does 3 damage to opponent as additional effect, or this guy gets an extra attack. He reduces all damage dealt to me by 50%. I think maybe Flame Wave. He starts with Merfolk Revolutionary. Increases his water by 1 and reduces my water growth by 1. Each turn he moves to the player with lower life. He starts with Nettling Fairies that move to a random empty slot at the end of the turn. And this person starts with, I need to defeat them in 10 turns. And they start with this thing, which deals heals 1 to 6 life to its owner. I mean, I'll try the 10 turns. It sounds spicy. I think we just pop right at him. Seems reasonable. Just solve that problem right off the bat. I'm not gonna wait around for him to fucking wreck me. What's this? 3-4 damage and removes or reduces stuff? Winning in 10 turns is still it's kind of a tall order. Make no mistake. Sort of. I mean, this is going well. Let's be real. I think just another Drake. Just get in with that haste. Yeah, like now the world's our oyster. Like he's at 3. Like, what's he gonna... Yeah, you can't do shit. Unless he had, like, a wipe. Yeah, it literally doesn't matter what we do. Oh, we can literally just pop him like this. Easy. Easy. Okay. Attack is reduced to by 3, and it deals damage to opponent instead of me each turn. So it deals 2 damage per turn. This guy deals 15 damage to the creature in the opposing slot enter the battlefield, and upgrade, he deals 20 damage. I like Sea Sprite. I really like the deals damage to opponents, so there will be an ever-reigning land in the game. It's immune to spells. It has 90 life, 0 attack. Increases the cost of all cards by 2 for both players. Each time any player skips a turn, it deals 5 damage to him. Interesting. Let's go. I was really hoping I'd have the 0 cost thing that would let me get around it a little bit, but that's fine. It's rough-ish. Oh, did he have to skip? Or he just skipped? He must be doing some big stuff. 7 control and fucking 8 earth? What's up to something? Seems very solid. I mean, that's why I went in on these guys, because if he has to skip, he's basically just fucked. Can I pop off another thing? Yes. There we go. I didn't even look that I had, like, could just basically do enough. Hold a trinket. Gives to owner 1 life at the beginning of each duel. Yeah, so you get a bunch of those as you go on. Like, as you can see, there's a lot. Like, this is just the first area, and I think there's more than 3. There's certainly 2. There's definitely 3. It might be like 5 or something. Alright, so this thing is going to bounce back and forth each turn, which is cool. Yeah, just start there, I guess. So I don't know exactly how that works. Increases earth power by 2. So hopefully we can get up to our master healer, because that's good shit. I wish it would show something like... How is this? It's lowest cost. Cheapest card of a random power type. I don't, like, loses it permanently? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Like, I'm waiting for one of these that... Why? I don't know, man. I just don't know. Did it just, like, skip my turn? Or did I auto? Maybe I pressed something. Nice. Also, these spells are interesting. 6 damage to target creature and 6 damage to opponent. It does work like magic. You need a creature to target. Alright. Allows creatures in its neighboring slots to attack the turn they enter play. And this is our Armageddon. Deals 8 plus firepower damage to the opponent and to each creature. Notably, not an X cost. You still pay just 11, but if you have 40 firepower, you're dealing 48 damage, and you can cast that like 4 more times or whatever. Reduces the opponent's earth power by 2 as an additional effect. I'm gonna go with this. I feel like reducing opponent power is more valuable at higher difficulty. Helga is enormous. She starts with 150 life. And if I win, I get an Amulet of Life as a reward. You don't need more life, my dude. You're so beefy already. There. Get that guaranteed damage in. I also think I'd have undervalued just healing a creature. Like, look at all the value we can get if we just keep this thing alive. Like, an extra firepower each turn. I think I've been undervaluing that quite a bit, admittedly. So we'll deal not quite enough. Let's heal this thing another turn, and then we can kill next turn. I'd kill this thing next turn. High level goblin play. God, I hate the ornithopters though. Brutal. Oh no! We needed earth. Alright, I think that's reasonable. Need something to block. And I'll probably just replace the wall of lightning at some point, like with another wall. I think that's reasonable. And finally we get our healer, who I can slot in there. Negate some of that ornithopter hate. Also, I love how so many of these spells are just magic. Fucking ornithopter, Armageddon, Wrath of God. Pretty good. This is very solid. We got a nice lineup here. Not too much else to comment on for this one, admittedly. I probably could have just skipped that turn. This dude dealing 6 to each of its opponent's creatures. Like, that's pretty crazy. Like, look at that fucking value, dude. Almost close. I probably could have... Did I have something to kill? I don't think I did. I don't think I had the win there. But now I do, so... Yay! He's done it. And we get our little health amulet. Both players start the duel with 3 Ambrosia stones. 20 life, and when it's destroyed, opponent receives 20 life. So he destroys mine, I get 20 life, I think. Kind of confusing, admittedly. Dude, he's got the dream. He's absolutely got that dream set up. Ugh. So he's going to be gaining a lot of life. I am going to be taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, I get... So when mine gets destroyed... I see. I had it backwards. Hmm. Interesting. Well, let's try to keep these healed a little bit then. Let my air power build, and hopefully I can just pop him. Except that's going to be an issue. That was necessary. Like, that shit could not stand. I was taking too much from too many sources. There, he gets his life. Yuck. Yeah, sure. And just like that, it's all even again. Little rough. I think I just... Can I even kill that thing? No. Increases a random owner's power by 2. It's very good. Definitely need the healer. It's very good. Obviously. Phoenix, like, doesn't matter almost at all. I forgot. I constantly forget that the Phoenix comes back. It automatically, like, revives if your firepower is over 10. And I always get confused. I think that it's if your air power is over 10. That's not how that works. Cast a fire spell. Yeah. Cast a bigger fire spell, please. Make him sweat a little. Deals 2 to 12 damage, and I think it heals him for 2 to 12? Yeah. Come on, cast the beefy fire spell. It's not beefy enough. This thing is so close to death, good lord. Still can't win, so... Healing it is. We should have it locked down, though. I can't believe he's just kept his fire up so long. That's fine. Yeah, that's kind of Oh! Ho ho! What a fucking move. He's done it. Nice. I mean, we would have been able to bounce back pretty nicely, but it's still just nice not having to worry about that. Alright, 15 damage to each creature, then decreases its opponent's powers by 1. Deals 2 more damage, so it's 17. This thing gets +2 attack when unblocked. I think we have a lot of switchy things, so I'm going to go with that. He starts with a Phoenix Hydra. When its attack damages opponent, and its attack damages opponent and each of the opponent's creatures, and each time it dies, it's reborn, and its attack permanently increases by 1. Okay. Interesting. That's rough. What a bitch. Get out of here. Stop. I don't like it. I feel like he's gonna ping himself somehow. Solid play over here though. Pretty happy with it. Yeah. Not ideal, but not unexpected either. Now that needs to go. With this dude giving it +2, I don't want everything taking 3 every turn. Well, shit. It's pretty funny. I'm hoping that when we get to... I mean, this will take 6. We probably can just, like, beef up with this... With Lightning Bolt. We can probably just win. I think is my current plan. Amazing. Oh, I forgot. This guy's attacks hit everything. 11 damage, huh? What do you do? What do you do? I'm curious to see if these two interact the way I think. In theory, I wonder if this guy negates each time a creature in the opposing slot attacks, it damages itself. Will that affect this guy? I don't think we'll find out, unfortunately. Nope, it does not work that way. Oh, good to know for the future. And I don't think really affects this match, because we should be able to pop off next turn. So we're taking a guaranteed 13 unless we kill that thing. But then even so, I have lost. Well, we're blocking this, and then there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 19. So I'll attack this and like stop him and then move in front of one of these. I'm still taking a guaranteed 13. Unless I kill this thing. I fucking hit wrong. We're so close. We do that. I think we do that, then we just pray. That's not enough. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Oh, it's so close. All right. So that's about our hour. I'm not going to do this entire thing here, but yeah, this is a fun little game. I've been having a very good time with it. It allows you to be mathy if you want to, and honest to God, like putting the difficulty down to normal. I don't think I struggled with this game on normal for a very long time. I'm not sure if I lost any battle in the first area. But once you get up there, it gets pretty spicy. And you always have the win, but it's just a matter of like, I mean, it's magic. You just got to keep track of the right shit. But it definitely, it's not a deck builder, obviously, but it's deck builder adjacent, and it's my favorite thing currently, and I want more shit like it. It's very fun. Good time. So yeah, that's the game. I have not done the multiplayer. I think you can play against friends. Yeah, local network and hot seat. So I guess there's probably like a Hamachi or something to be done with local network stuff. I think online league is just, oh, I don't even know my account or whatever, if I have one. I think online league is random. I don't know that you can just play. But yeah, good stuff and a good time, and it felt good to make a little video here. So I'm gonna do a few more of these. I got a shitload of roguelikes to check out, some roguelike adjacent stuff, and I guess some roguelites that I've been meaning to get to, and I've downloaded a ton of free stuff. So but this is what I've been playing for like my card game sort of thing. So wanted to get this done, and I have time today. So here we are. It's good to be back.